Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for May 6th, 2025. We've got a Dark Ages Kingdom today. And so we've got Forager and Rats for trashing. And then count. And then Market Square, Forager for storeroom for plus buy, and Market Square can gain golds in reaction to trashing. Plus actions is we've got the Necropolis, and then we've got Procession. And then draw wise, we just have the terminal draw from Hunting Grounds. So you can potentially do stuff with like processing rats, I guess, but it's awkward because the things you would process them into aren't really things you want to be adding a whole bunch of to your deck. You could then process like, Rogue into Hunting Grounds, and that'd be better. But like the point is, the point I guess is that like the plus action situation is pretty limited. You can also process like Forager and Market Square, and then if you have a rogue, you can regain them. So like you might be able to get like more sustainable plus actions that way. Because like it would be nice, right, to have some like more than just like the Necropolis plus actions and then play a bunch of Hunting Grounds and draw that way. But yeah, I think we're gonna end up having a pretty, I want to say, a deck that's pretty rickety, probably. All right. Well, I think we're gonna want to start with a Forager. That much seems pretty clear to me on 3. And then the question is, do we want to, like, we could get a Rats already. We could also never get a Rats. I think like both of those potentially could make sense. Although, well, starting with a Rats probably doesn't make much sense. But I think I could see playing with Rats. I could see not playing with Rats. I'm thinking Armory. It could be second Forager. But there's a lot of stuff that we're going to want to gain with Armory. I mean, mostly Procession and Market Square, another Forager, and then indeed maybe some Rats. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Armory. Okay, they go for second Forager. So now what? What are we likely to want to top deck? Like, assuming we see our Armory next turn, which, we're not guaranteed, but assuming that we do. Like, I am actually thinking, like, if we just already get, like, a Procession or a Rats. Maybe start with the Procession. Yeah, do that. We missed the Forager. That's unfortunate. And now we only have 2 coins this turn. Yeah, that's really pretty trash. So we have Forager Copper down here. Actually wondering about just getting another Armory right now. So if we see Procession, processing Armory is fine. We can process that like into a Rogue, and we can do stuff with that. Processing Forager. We'd want another Forager, but that's fine. We could also top deck like a Market Square, and then, if it makes sense, we can discard for a gold. Or we could get the rats and hope that we can collide that with the procession. If we don't, we don't see the procession next turn, there's a pretty good chance it collides with the armory we're playing right now, which is also fine. And how would we feel about processing a Market Square if we collided those? I guess that'd be okay. Yeah, I don't know. There's too many options. It's all like a little bit awkward, kind of no matter what. I think I'm going to take the Market Square. My reasoning is getting a gold into the deck, and I'm not sure that we are going to take the gold right away, but getting a gold into the deck and being able to afford a Hunting Grounds will open some stuff up for us. Okay. Well, it's not like we can afford... Like, we don't want to trash the Necropolis here. I mean, we could just draw with the Market Square. But are we going to get something better out of that than a gold? Probably not. So... Okay, we know we have Procession on top there. Could just take the rats. I'm gonna do it. And then I would like another Forager as well. So let's get that. All right. Now another Market Square. Do we want another gold here? I'm gonna say no, actually. Oh, well. All right, I guess I'm gonna take another. We're gonna need Foragers to trash the rats now, because we don't want to process rats too much, and we end up with too many rats. We have 2 of them right now. But on the other hand, it'd be good to put another procession in the deck. We do have 2 Foragers. We could also just trash the armory and get a Hunting Grounds. We have the rogue, we can get the armory back if we want it. Yeah, actually, I think I'm gonna do that. I don't really care about getting another gold right now. Let's just play the Market Square. All right. And yeah, I guess I'll take the armory back. Could take this silver, but yeah. Another Hunting Ground. grounds. Okay. So we're probably going to process Forager here. Wonder if we should trash the gold. Get more coins from the Forager. And then if we were going to do that, would that mean we wanted to not play this market square? I mean, we can always use the rogue to get the gold back, so probably not. Yeah, okay. So, process, Forager, trashing, gold, and rats. Get another procession. Doing that. I'll play another rats to trash a copper. I guess so. We have a lot of buys. Forager or the gold? If we take the gold out, it makes their foragers worse. So probably take the gold. And try to take the forager later if we want it. Alright. Could just get 2 more processions and a hunting grounds. If we have enough processions and hunting grounds, for one thing, we can process the hunting grounds and then rogue them back. So even though they don't gain us anything, we can still do that. And then also, like, that gives us estates or duchies, which we can potentially use to end the game. There's a lot of potential craziness going on there. Well, not ideal, but get another rogue and another procession. Process rats. All right, fine. I don't think there's a reason to discard the market square now. We can do it later if we end up wanting to do that. Oh, we're getting 2 rogues. Well, fine. If we wanted to process hunting grounds, we could do that right now by top decking another procession. Huh. I wonder. It doesn't quite feel like we have the ability to just end the game this turn, but I'm not sure about that. Like, maybe we do. Like, we'd only have to process hunting grounds 3 times to empty the estates. Processions, we could pretty easily end up emptying, and maybe hunting grounds if we process rogues. Maybe we should just go for it. All right. So now Do we process the rogue? All's in the trash. A procession, a hunting grounds. I think. I mean, we could process hunting grounds again as well. Processing the rogue does give us another hunting grounds, but it doesn't give us another procession to then like play, but maybe that's fine. Well, not immediately, I mean. So do we want to play rats or do we want to forage rats? Maybe we... I don't know. I think I'm going to go ahead and process the rogue. Gain procession and hunting grounds. And then do this. Okay. So now we can do procession, hunting grounds draws us all the rest of the cards in our deck currently. And then we do need to like we could process the forager. Or you could process procession again. I guess that probably makes the most sense. And then we process the forager. Another procession. And then we do rogue. Oh, wait, there's no procession in the trash yet. Okay, hold on. I mean, we can afford the 2 estates, so we don't necessarily need to trash another hunting grounds, but not getting any more processions back seems suboptimal. But on the other hand, we need to process these rogues to empty the hunting grounds. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're going to have enough to buy at least 2 hunting grounds and an estate, maybe 2 estates. I'm not entirely sure. I'd also process the rats and trash. We don't need all of these estates, right? We could trash some of the estates. We do have a procession down there. And then we'd have more actions. Yeah, maybe that's actually what we do. Oh my god, we gained so many rogues. I did not realize we were gaining that many rogues. Maybe empty on rogues instead. Ah! Although right now, if we process the rogue, I mean, we could process rats to gain another rogue, or we could process rogue to gain another hunting grounds. Oh my god. But there are more processions in the trash now. We process the rogue, we can gain 2 more processions. Yeah. Okay. I would just play a hunting grounds normally. And then we... so we have 16 coins right now. We probably just will have enough from that. We'll process another rats if we're worried about actions. We didn't draw our other procession. We could also like play hunting grounds so that we can process procession. Seems reasonable. Although we won't be able to rogue that procession back for the same reason we weren't last time. We just process hunting grounds right now. What happens? We get the rest of the estates, and then all we need to do is buy 3 hunting grounds and a procession. Except we have an action left, so we can process a rogue into a hunting ground, and then we need to buy 2 hunting grounds and a procession, which is 12, 16. And we do have enough money for that, so I guess we can just do that. Okay. There's maybe better ways to do this, but good enough is good enough. So yeah. And I guess it doesn't matter what we take, but take like a forager in a market square or something. Well, that was... yeah. That was something. I mean, I said it was all a little bit awkward. And I do think that was accurate enough, but also, like, it was, like, really fast and powerful. Yeah, it did not take much for this to just go crazy. Could I have played it better? Almost certainly. But yeah, I don't know. It's a very... the whole thing is very, like, fiddly. So that means I'm sure there was a lot of room for making slightly better decisions, but can't complain with how it went, certainly. Pretty ridiculous. Anyway, there you have it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.